about my playing, and it always just snaps back. And I have my real outlet. I mean, the thing that you do finds you more than you find it.
I loved that very much. And I was in high school. I got into surf music and rockabilly music, and I was going to see any of those kind of bands that I could. And after a while, a little bit of me started to lose the attention for, you know, the stylistic people who were trying to be like retro and recreate a moment in time.
It's gone.
And dress that way. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of nice for a party or Halloween or something like that, but to dedicate your lifestyle to this one moment in American culture history, this 1 year, it's nifty in one way, but another way I thought, well, it's a dead end. I mean, you can't explore that music in a bigger way as a songwriter. You know, I listen to Gene Vincent to this day, and I'll listen to the day I die. I love him. And I play his music, and I've covered his songs and stuff like that. And
Isn't everything in E? I think everything is in E. That's what I liked. Is E is great. And but he had one of the great guitar players.
Oh yeah, Cliff Gallup.
Cliff Gallup. It's funny because you always talk about how maybe your favorite song is by Sunhouse.
Yeah.
Grin in Your Face. I was always surprised by that because I appreciate it, but it's almost like that was a religious light that hit you when you heard Grin in Your Face. But Sunhouse, when you listen to it, it's so primal. It's very simple. Hand claps, you know.
Well, you know, the message that's in it, too, besides how it was recorded and how it sounded from him and how his hand claps are off time, even with his, there's no music behind it. It's several things at once. It's blues. It's like a work song. It's a religious song. It's a song that's from one person against the world, one person against his own friends and family, which is sort of the, you know, a hallmark of the blues. You know? But I think even the message more so is probably something that has always bugged me since I was a kid, and probably will always bug me later on, is how much do you care what other people think? I mean, like the comedian on stage, you tell the joke and nobody laughs. You have to take another step, a new step. You can cower and fall down and die from it. You can let it affect you that way, or you can let it push you to do something new and move forward to something positive, which I think God has also cursed us that we can't really enjoy the good moment too after that at times, which is a shame. But
what I've learned is I'm very good at hating the bad moment and terrible at enjoying the good moment. So I can have 9 good moments in a row, and then I have the bad moment, and I savor it. I like ladle myself like it's it's gravy, and I'm poor, and I spend a long time making everyone around me suffer, and I suffer, and then they say, like, you just had 9 great shows. Why are you focusing on this one? And I think, I don't know, because it feels good to hate myself. I don't know.
It's not fair, though, because also, like, when there was something good does happen and you try to enjoy it in a way, if you enjoy it too much, you fall into traps of being egotistical or something like that, or people around you just being turned off by your own love of something good that happened to you. And so there's this extremely narrow window when you create things and make things that didn't exist that you have to live in, which is very hard to do, because to create a balance, you know, to know that wasn't working, that was in the bad world, that worked, that was in the good world, and how much you let other people around you, your friends and family, see of how much that affects you, what people thought of that, what people thought of that, and how all you can do is to let it push you forward and just take everything like even keel. Like, that was bad, that was good, that was bad, that was good.
Well, okay, so here's the trap, because you've had a lot of critical acclaim. You are
at times.
Well, I would say fairly consistently. You know, I mean, you probably can search out the negative because that's the. But from my point of view, you, more than most everybody I know in your field, has had a lot of musical. Has had a great deal of critical acclaim, and then the danger becomes, I like it. I like people liking me.
Sure,
and we've all been there. It's really nice to be liked. And then when you do something that isn't so popular, it doesn't, you can tell yourself, I need to endure people not liking me to do the good work. But it feels really good. And
it's a dangerous zone.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. And it's not fair that it's dangerous. It should be climbing up the mountain and you're at the top of the mountain of whatever, and okay, you did what it took. You didn't cheat and take a helicopter to the top of the mountain. You really climbed up the top of the mountain. But when you get up there, it doesn't matter if you took the helicopter. It doesn't matter if you climbed and got all bloody from it. The rewards up there are fleeting.